Hey friends, full reactions in the link in the description below, so pause, leave a like, really helps the channel, subscribe, and come back after you watch the reaction for the discussion. Give you some time to do that. Review and commentary starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Damn it, Eri. She's like this fictional little girl, but my heart is physically hurting for her right now. Ugh. It's what I get for being a Pisces, famously high in empathy, even to our own detriment, but she doesn't deserve this. Overhaul had said that she was central to his plan, so I assumed he was planning on exploiting her quirk for whatever plan it was. I also thought he was abusing her, given her bandages on her arms, but somehow it didn't occur to me that he was experimenting on her, distilling her quirk to make these quirk canceling bullets. I mean, oh, damn. And there's actually a lot of interesting things were introduced to this episode that I just can't even think about right now because of my concern for Eri. But we've got a lot of new heroes. The one that's getting on my nerves most is definitely Rocklock. I mean, I get his point about how we shouldn't be bringing in people who aren't ready into this mission, but he doesn't know how ready they all are, how proficient they are, if their quirks will be essential to the mission. If anything, I would have brought it up privately. You don't have to put people down to make your point. And we learn about another of Night Eye's sidekicks, Centipeter. I thought he was a cockroach at first, and like I said, I think last time there has to be some like fetishization of quirks in this universe, but I feel bad for the person who has to like look so much like an insect for their entire lives. Um, I mean, one thing I don't feel like we've touched on is like self-hatred regarding your own quirk. Uh, I don't feel like I've touched on it, and I don't think the show has touched on it at all. Because it's an issue that was touched upon in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with the Inhuman Saga. People were suddenly getting powers, and some of them it changed how they looked. And a lot of them viewed it as more of a curse than a gift. And there were arguments about whether or not a cure would be a good idea. One side arguing that people should be given the choice to stop their inhuman gene from activating. The other arguing that the idea of a cure means that they're inherently diseased somehow, and that it's a gift meant to be nurtured, not a disease. So yeah, I'm wondering if Overhaul was able to complete a quirk canceling bullet that works permanently. Are there people out there who would take it willingly? And I don't think it's the type of thing that this story is going to tackle, since we've never even touched on anyone regretting the fact that they have a quirk. The closest I think we've come is Tokoyami, whose quirk can run wild and cause so much destruction and so much pain within himself. But even he doesn't want to just like stash his quirk away and never use it again. He's trying to be a hero and train and be able to use his quirk as much as possible to make the world a better place. I mean, I'm sure there are other characters who wish their quirk worked differently. Aoyama could probably do without the stomach aches. And there are people that probably wish they had stronger quirks. I mean, that's why that was the drive between Endeavor trying to breed a child that would surpass All Might. But I don't think we've seen anybody actively like hate their own quirk, right? Oh. I know somebody who has quirk regret. Eri. Oh man. If she didn't have her quirk, her parent or guardian wouldn't have disappeared in the closing credits scene. Overhaul wouldn't be abusing and exploiting her right now. He wouldn't be threatening other people to keep her under his control. I mean, her quirk seems to destroy things, and in the form of the bullet, it actually attacks quirks directly. It seems to have like her quirk seems to have destroyed her parent or guardian, which Overhaul separated the part that attacks the rest of the body and specifically distilled the part that targets quirks specifically. So does he want to take quirks from the most powerful heroes in the world? Why not just kill them if she has the ability to just destroy them? Does he want to watch? Does he want them to watch as he brings in a new world order? And I'm scared, but also very glad that they're working towards a quirk canceling bullet that could be permanent, because that makes it so much more terrifying, but also so much more interesting. There's a greater story. There's greater storytelling in this because of this development. But I really hope none of our heroes get hit with it. We have Mirio and Deku realizing what Eri was going through, and they were just overcome with a desire to save her. They felt so bad for letting her go before. We've never seen Mirio not have a smile on his face and be this like optimistic golden boy. And Yeah, I'm ready to see them go to work and go after Overhaul. I want to take Overhaul and stomp him into the ground like Aizawa did to that Dabi clone. Just, he's the worst. I'm really frustrated. But yeah, we had a nice moment between Aizawa and Deku. Problem Child still gonna get to put in work because there'd be no stopping him if Aizawa tried to bench him. And I didn't realize how much I needed a nice Deku and Aizawa moment because I feel like we haven't seen the two of them really interact with each other all that much, besides Deku being punished for fighting with Bakugo ever since the first time they met. Um, when Aizawa nearly kicked him out of the damn school. And now he's trusting him so much to stay in this fight, working alongside big time heroes. I just wish the circumstances weren't so dire. This is so much more serious than what I thought of when I heard the words work study. And yeah, my heart is hurting thinking about this. Kirishima with I'm your man for the rest of my life. Eraser, oh my god. And Eraser was just like not interested. He's a minor. What are you doing? I mean, Eraser didn't do anything wrong, but like, you're a minor. What are you doing, Kirishima? Stop trying to get Aizawa in trouble with your manliness. And yeah, everybody's starting to get pumped to take on this ridiculous mission. And I hope we get into it immediately next time. I can't stand the thought of Eri being locked up and experimented on any longer. And yeah, she was thinking of Deku's embrace, so safe and warm, never feeling that feeling before in her life. We have to save her. We have to. And then we'll make sure you feel so loved and cared for forever. Though I don't know who her new guardian's going to be. We'll figure that out later. I'm going to give this episode a 9.5. Just so emotional, even though, like, big picture, it's just mostly exposition and setup. I feel like with every arc, I wonder just how it's possible that they're going to top it. But in the grand scheme of things, like, the sports festival had amazingly emotional moments, but it was just a competition that in the grand scheme of things doesn't mean that much. And then it was All Might's retirement. That has huge implications. This mission feels like it has less, the consequences will be of a smaller magnitude, but I'm so much more emotionally invested. And yeah, I'm like on the verge of tears right now. It's time to watch the next episode. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, really helps the channel. And early reactions, we are 1 week ahead over there on Patreon, and at the full reaction tier, we are 3 weeks ahead. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna go watch the next one right now. Bye, friends.